Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on The Morning Show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
There'll come a morning, a brand new day dawning. The saints will hear a distant trumpet sound. Dead resurrected, the living now perfected, rising up together, meeting Jesus in the clouds. God tells the story of this great homegoing. Jesus, John, and Paul, they all declare the world can't receive it, but one day they'll believe it. All of God's redeemed went to that meeting in the air. Just the setting sun, beyond the sun, God's children all God's children will sing, we'll gather round we kneel before His throne. We'll praise our Lord and Savior in the place He made for our eternal home. We'll be at home forever. All our troubles healed. Goodbyes and heartaches, the things that bring us sorrow, sickness will fade away as we leave them far behind. Past the setting sun, beyond the sun, we'll find a bright tomorrow where heaven's waiting just on the other side. I'll see the splendor from my mansion window. I'll sing along with the heaven's angel band. Glorious light there, there will be no night there. Only the reflection of the precious Holy Lamb. That sweet harp of David, just the way he played it, we'll hear those songs through all eternity. Our loved ones will gather beside that crystal river. What a glad reunion day in heaven that will be. Oh, just the setting sun, beyond the sun, God's children all God's children will sing, we'll gather round we kneel before His throne. We'll praise our Lord and Savior in the place He made for our eternal home. We'll be at home forever. All our troubles healed. Goodbyes and heartaches, the things that bring us sorrow, sickness will fade away as we leave them far behind. Past the setting sun, beyond the sun, we'll find a bright tomorrow where heaven's waiting just on the other side. Oh, just the setting sun, beyond the sun, God's children all God's children will gather round His throne. We'll praise our Lord and Savior in the place He made for our eternal home. We'll be at home forever. Our cares and troubles healed. The things that bring us sorrow will fade away as we leave them far behind. Past the setting sun, we'll find a bright tomorrow where heaven's waiting just on the other side. Past the setting sun, we'll find a bright tomorrow. Heaven waits just on the other side. The other side. The other side.
Long ago I took the challenge. It's surely worth the
then I surrendered all. There is a lot invested, I've laid it on the line. I'm all in for the win, this victory is mine. I've come too far to turn back now. I'm pressing on, I'm homeward bound. Day by day, I'm a gaining ground. I've come too far to turn back now. I'm a living testimony, the Lord has brought me through. The best is not behind me, it's what I'm going to. There is a payday coming, I've broken worldly ties. I will run, you will none, I will receive the prize. I've come too far to turn back now. I'm pressing on, I'm homeward bound. Day by day, I'm a gaining ground. I've come too far to turn back now. I've come too far to turn back now. I'm pressing on, I'm homeward bound. Day by day, I'm a gaining ground. I've come too far to turn back now. Brought from the mire, I've been through the fire. Those chains are falling, no time for stalling. I've climbed the mountain, drank from the fountain. I've walked in blessing, now I'm confessing. Day by day, I'm gaining ground. I've come too far to turn back now. I've come too far to turn back now. I'm pressing on, I'm homeward bound. Day by day, I'm a gaining ground. I've come too far to turn back now. I've been to Calvary, I've got the victory. I've climbed the mountain, drank from the fountain. I'm a really liver, 'cause I've been forgiven. I've walked in blessing, now I'm confessing. Day by day, I've come too far to turn back now.
Hey friend, it's great to have you tuned into the morning show today. Here on the morning show, you'll hear your favorite Southern gospel music and some of the classics you'll never forget. And now, the hostess of the morning show, Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
When you wake up to the storm and all you feel are the waves crashing against your boat, you wonder if anybody remembers you or the journey that you're on. When you feel discouraged from what you see on the news or the events going on around you, well, friend, cut it off. Don't look to the left or to the right, look up. And when everything inside of you is screaming to be afraid, to accept defeat, or to hand our enemy a victory, well, you need to sing. And then keep singing. Sing it some more. For we are God's people. And that's just what God's people do. Well, we sing.
You said sing from a life and heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. And sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. You said sing from a life and heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. And sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. God sent on flashing wings to fill the sky with song. Put music in the brook and crashing sea.
The wind blew through the threads of grass like fingers through the strings of golden harps and made the meadow sing.
Then he said, sing from a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. You can sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing.
The psalmist said, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations."
Then he said,
Sing from a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air.
you can sing.
When there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing.
Then he said, sing.
From a laughing heart, just sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air.
You can sing.
When there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. Just sing.
I'm always trying to be the man who would take a stand for what I believe. Lend my brother a helping hand, doing what I can for someone in need. I tried to be good and sometimes I could, but other days it didn't work out. I was hot and then cold, meek and then bold. Trust the Lord and then have a doubt. You might think I'm not good enough, but that's a great thing about God's love. I breathe in, I breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why he would trade his life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make him love me is breathe in and breathe out. There's always gonna be someone who will be telling you you don't measure up. It doesn't matter how much you do, from their point of view, it's never enough. But God really loves you, he's thinking of you, and you're the apple of his eye. He's a friend and a savior, you have his favor, so leave the world's opinions behind. I don't worry about what people say, I just remember the price he paid. I breathe in, I breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why he would trade his life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make him love me is breathe in and breathe out. I know I took a circuit, found I couldn't earn it. Jesus paid it all and now you're free. The only way to show it to a world that doesn't know it is to live it and give it. All he's asking of me is breathe in and breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why he would trade his life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make him love me is breathe in and breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why he would trade his life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I
name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons, and you are listening to The Morning Show. It's Friday, and do we ever have a show for you today? It's going to be super busy, about 6:40 or 6:45, so about 6:40 or 6:45 this morning, Carson the Wade. He's actually Carson Smith. His middle name is Wade, and Carson often introduces himself as Carson the Wade, and it's just kind of stuck around here. So Carson the Wade will be here with a few songs he wants to talk about, wants to tell you a few things about the songs, and I can hardly wait to get 4-year-old Carson Wade here in the studio. No telling what might happen, but it'll be fun. I guarantee you that. About 30 minutes from now, Carson will be here. Share the morning show link with someone, if you will, because everyone's going to want to hear Carson. We got a lot to get in today, so we're not going to do a whole lot of talking this first 30 minutes. I'm going to play as much music as I can, but I am excited. It's going to be a terrific show and a terrific day. Here's Balsam Range, Highway Side.
Job that's such a chore. Perhaps a man looks a lot like me. He surely got a hard luck story. I wonder how did he get there? As I see him in the rearview mirror, well, something tells me he and I are the same. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. Hitchhiking Route 24, gotta wish I knew what's in store. Past a man looks a lot like me, except he's on Easy Street. I wonder how did he get there? As I see him in his rearview mirror, well, something tells me he and I are the same. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. On a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway. Walking on a thin white line, watching all the cars go by, hoping for a northbound ride down on the highway side. Highway side. Jasper once
all tears away.
John, tell me more.
John, tell me more.
John, tell it all. He said no death,
Shall enter there,
no grief or pain.
for us to bear.
Oh, how I long to walk the golden ground that John saw. Just in the midst,
Don't stare it down.
John saw a tree.
A tree of life.
John, tell me more.
John, tell me more.
John, tell it all. The sun and moon,
no longer shine.
the Lamb of God,
Shall give the light.
forever shining on the golden ground that John saw. John saw Jasper once. Oh my, what a vision. John told of shining streets of gold, where all God's saints shall forever stroll. I wonder time and again, how could it have been to gaze upon that heavenly throne? But I wonder no more when I step on that shore to walk upon the golden ground that John saw. John saw. John saw. John saw. Where all God's saints shall forever stroll. I wonder time and again, how could it have been to gaze upon that heavenly throne? But I wonder no more when I step on that shore to walk upon the golden ground that John saw.
Well, how many of you remember that song right there? I believe it was originally recorded by Gold City back in the early 80s or so. But that's Jeff and Sherry Easter with John Saw. I told you we've got a special guest coming into the studio very shortly, actually just in a few minutes. But it's also Featured Artist Friday, and I promised you that we would make up that Brown interview. We had the Browns as our featured artist about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I guess. We missed the interview on Friday, but today we are making that up. Michaela from the Browns. Well, she's going to be right here on the morning show about 7:05, 7:10, somewhere around that. Well, we'll just say 7:05 to be sure that you don't miss that. So we've got Carson the Wade first hour. We've got Michaela Brown the second hour. This is going to be amazing. I can hardly believe it. Here's one we've never played before. Here's the Ball Brothers. We do play the Ball Brothers. We love the Ball Brothers. We've just never played this particular song. It's called Forgiven.
Far from perfect, there's trouble in my past, but Jesus cleared my record, and I'm not looking back. So if you see me smile when it seems I should give up, all my faults and failures are covered by His blood. I've been redeemed, I've been forgiven, singing a new song about heaven, free at last from the past. Life is worth the living, 'cause I've been redeemed, I've been forgiven.
taught me how to sing a victory song. When they ask me how I got to be this way, I look them in the eye and say, it runs in the family. This joy that keeps me laughing, it's the old-time religion, our old family tradition. From the Heavenly Father to all the sons and all the daughters, if you wonder why we're happy, it runs in the family.
If you're wondering what you've gotta do to make this joy come alive in you, it's really easy, just look again in the book at some distant kin. Remember Silas and Paul shook the jailhouse walls and turned it into a concert hall by calling it name in the midnight hour.
We got the very same power. It runs in the family. This joy that keeps me laughing, it's the old-time religion, our own family tradition. From the Heavenly Father to all the sons and all the daughters, if you're wondering why we're happy, it runs in the family.
Now I can always smile when I'm in trouble, yeah, and I can have hope when I'm in pain.
The Father sends joy on the double, and the blood of Jesus Christ flows in my veins. It runs in the family. This joy that keeps me laughing, it's the old-time religion, our own family tradition. From the Heavenly Father to all the sons and all the daughters, if you wonder why we're happy, it runs in the family. From the Heavenly Father to all the sons and all the daughters, if you wonder why we're happy, we're so happy. Yes, we're happy. It runs in the family.
Good morning. My name is Eric Henderson, and I love listening to the morning show with Miss Natalie because of all the beautiful songs she picks every morning. It's a great selection, and it also reaffirms that no matter where we go, in the lowest valley or the highest peak, that God is always by our side. He's always with us, and I just love that about reaffirming that every morning. Thank you so much.
They say this mountain can't be moved. They say these chains will never break. But they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is no way through. We've heard the tide will never change. They haven't seen what you can
Well, I want to talk to you about the good folks over at Hometown Roots in Sebastopol, Mississippi. It is time to go back to school. Most kids went back this week, or they will go back next week, or they will go back very soon. And it's a great idea to get your teacher a little back to school gift. I think it'd be a good way to start off the year, get off on the right foot. And Hometown Roots is the place to go to get your teacher a great little gift. You know, Hometown Roots carries the Tyler Candle Company candles, and they have new scents, fall scents over at Hometown Roots. That would make a delightful gift for your teacher. They've got their jewelry line. They've added the Simply Bee. They have the Jennifer Tims, and they've recently added ruby blue designs fashion over at Hometown Roots. They've also got the little freshies, the cute little designs that have a scent. You throw them in your car, your locker, your desk, wherever you want to smell good. So they've got lots of good ideas for you over at Hometown Roots. I just think it'd be a good little gift. Take your teacher on the first day of school. Do people still do that? Well, if they don't, they should. Go get your teacher a gift when you go back to school. Get things kicked off right. Hometown Roots, that's a place to be.
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Lay aside the garments that are stained with sin and be washed in the blood of the Lamb. There's a fountain flowing for the soul unclean. Oh, be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Hey everybody, we're the Winsteads, and you're listening to
The Morning Show with Natalie.
Music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
You're listening to The Morning Show. And now, with your patriotic point of view, here's Larry Gresson.
New Jersey is the fifth smallest state by geographic size, but it includes 130 miles of the Atlantic coastline. New Jersey was among the 13 colonies that opposed Great Britain, and more battles were fought in New Jersey than any other state. Because of this, New Jersey today is often referred to as the crossroads of the American Revolution. Through both world wars, New Jersey was a center for war production, especially naval construction. The phonograph, light bulb, and motion picture projector were all invented by Thomas Edison in his laboratory in New Jersey. The Passaic River in Paterson was the site of the very first submarine ride in 1878 by its inventor, John P. Holland. Saltwater taffy's origin can be traced back to Atlantic City, New Jersey in 1883. New Jersey has more diners than anywhere else and is often referred to as the diner capital of the world. She is home of the first drive-in movie, which was shown there in 1933, and has the most shopping malls in one area in the world, with 7 malls in a 25 square mile radius. The tallest water tower in the world and the longest boardwalk in the world are located in the small state. And if Monopoly is your game of choice, you may be interested to know that the street names in the board game are all named after actual streets in Atlantic City, New Jersey. New Jersey is also one of the wealthiest states in the USA, with almost 1/10 of all households being millionaires, the highest rate per capita in the country. What a great state to visit. New Jersey, a proud member of these United States of America. I'm Larry Gressett with your Patriotic Point of View.
The Patriotic Point of View was brought to you by Joe McGee Construction. Joe McGee Construction believes family is one of God's greatest gifts. Family owned and operated for the past 33 years, Joe McGee Construction is the proud employer of some of Mississippi's best tradesmen. Together, we are supporting our communities and working hard to ensure that every commute to work and every ride to school brings us safely home to our loved ones. Valuing faith, family, and the Magnolia State, Joe McGee Construction is building safer roads for a better Mississippi. Joe McGee is my friend, and I thank him for helping us bring you the best mix of Southern gospel music, along with your patriotic point of view here on The Morning Show. Look, everybody, it's Natalie here on The Morning Show. I'm at the Lee's Steakhouse right this very minute with a friend of mine. I'm going to let him tell you his name.
My name is Tavarius Hughes.
Look, I've known Tavarius a long time. Me and him go way back, and I just happened to run into him over here at Lee's Steakhouse because I got a lot of friends come over here. Tavarius, is this your first time at Lee's?
This is not my first time and definitely won't be my last.
So you come all the time?
We come all the time as a family.
All the time, and it's a good, friendly atmosphere, isn't it?
It is. Great atmosphere, great food, great experience all the way around. I've always been a satisfied customer.
We have too. What you gonna eat tonight?
I got a couple of steaks, a couple of salmon. We got some salads coming, and my favorite is some sweet tea.
Oh, can't beat that sweet tea. I'm sitting here sipping on some sweet tea right now.
You gotta have it to wash it down.
You gotta have it. Appreciate your time. Go eat your food. Tell them where they need to come eat tonight.
Come to Lee's Steakhouse, Sebastopol, Mississippi. You won't regret it.
It's a place to be. Thank you, Tavari.
Hey, everybody. This is Southbound, and you're listening to The Morning Show with Natalie.
Hey, good morning. This is Sean Barber from Justified Quartet, your friends from Michigan. We're so excited. This Sunday night, Justified Quartet will be at Salem Baptist Church in Lake, Mississippi. 6 p.m., no tickets necessary. We hope to see you there. Justified Quartet is coming to Mississippi. Don't miss it.
Bethlehem's a manger. He calmed the raging sea when his disciples were in danger. He broke through the jail when Paul committed no crime. He shows up right on time. Oh, Jesus showed up in Bethlehem's a manger. He calmed the raging sea when his disciples were in danger. He broke through the jail when Paul committed no crime. He shows up right on time.
Who do you think wrestled Jacob to the ground and spoke to Moses from a burning bush? And in the fiery furnace, who was walking up and down, who gave Pharaoh's army such a push?
Jesus showed up in Bethlehem's a manger. He calmed the raging sea when his disciples were in danger. He broke through the jail when Paul committed no crime. He shows up right on time.
The guards at the tomb thought the Lord was dead and gone. They didn't care how long they had to stay. But then on Sunday morning they awoke at early dawn.
The tomb was bare, the stone was rolled away. Jesus showed up on resurrection morning. He greeted his disciples as they worship and adore him. He's still saving sinners when their lives are on the line. He shows up right on time.
Well, he's Alpha and Omega,
the beginning and the end. There's nowhere in this universe that Jesus hasn't been. He's still saving sinners when their lives are on the line. He shows up right on time.
yeah, Jesus showed up right on time.
Jesus showed up right on
He's
time.
right on
Jesus showed up
time. Yes, he is.
right on
He's
time.
right on
Jesus showed up right on time.
Whenever you
Jesus showed up. He's right on time. Jesus showed up
yeah.
right on time. Jesus showed up right on time.
All right, this is the last day of the morning show to talk about the Justified Quartet coming this weekend. I really hope that you're going to get to come to Salem Baptist Church this Sunday, August the 7th, 6 o'clock p.m. These guys are coming a long way to meet us, and I hope you're there to meet them as well, the Justified Quartet. Well, Carson the Wade is here, and right after this song, you're going to hear from him. Carson's next. Here's Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers.
If you got your sights set on that city far and high, the one Jesus went to prepare us in the sky. You don't need a ticket. He paid the fare, and listen now. If you want to go up, you gotta get down. You gotta get down on them old bones. That's a real good place to start. Get humble. Ask Jesus in your heart. The road to salvation is as simple as it sounds. If you want to go up, you gotta get down. Old Saul was struck blind before he found his way. He saw the light around him. Then he began to pray. He got his sight back, a new name, and the word was spread around. If you want to go up, you've got to get down. You got to get down on them old bones. That's a real good place to start. Get humble. Amen. Ask Jesus in your heart. The road to salvation is as simple as it sounds. If you want to go up, you've got to get down. The road to salvation is as simple as it sounds. If you want to go up, you've got to get down.
Well, we are beyond excited this morning. We have another special guest in-house right here on the morning show with me, even as we speak. We have the one and only, our very own Carson Wade Smith. He is here on the morning show. Carson, I want you to tell everybody how old you are.
4.
Carson the Wade is 4 years old. Tell everybody where you live, Carson.
In
Lake, Mississippi, and tell everybody where you go to church.
Salem Baptist Church.
Salem Baptist Church right here in Lake, Mississippi. Carson, we've had you on the show today because, well, you're just such an asset to the morning show. You are a faithful listener. You tune in every single day to the morning show.
I am a listener.
You are most certainly a listener, not just any listener. You are a very faithful listener. And we really appreciate you taking the time to come be a part of the morning show today.
I'm proud to be here. Thank you very much.
Well, Carson, when you got here this morning, you had a little list with you. And it had a few songs that you really liked. You really wanted to talk about them here on the morning show. So we're going to let you do that. We're going to talk about these songs. We're going to play these songs, that you introduce them. And we may even let you sing a little bit of these songs because I know you are an incredible singer. So what's first on our list, Carson?
Jericho.
Jericho. Okay, Carson, can you tell us who sings Jericho?
Joseph Haberdank.
Joseph Haberdank, that is correct. Are you a fan of Joseph Haberdank?
Yes, ma'am.
I am too. You know, Joseph Haberdank came to our church not too long ago, and you got to meet Joseph Haberdank.
I wanted to sing with him, but...
Well, you did want to sing with Joseph Haberdank. Tell everybody who did get to sing with Joseph Haberdank that night.
My brother.
Well, your brother did get up on stage and sing with Joseph Haberdank, but the next time Joseph Haberdank comes, I'm going to make sure that you get to get up there and sing with him too, Carson Wade. What about that?
That's good.
Carson, do you think you would be nervous up there singing with somebody like Joseph Haberdank?
I don't think so.
I don't think you'd be nervous either because you're a fantastic singer. Carson, would you mind singing just a little bit of Jericho for us here on the morning show?
Jericho, Jericho, walls thick on the salt light. Jericho, walls thick on the salt light.
Carson, I don't believe Joseph Haberdank himself could have done any better. Carson, can we play this one together right here on the morning show? Would you give us a really good introduction for this song?
Here's Jericho by Joseph Haberdank.
Walls are gonna fall like you build up the walls around your heart. Don't let anybody in. You hide the secrets and scars of who you are and where you've been. But there's a God who knows your pain in your dark. Sometimes it takes 7 times around. Sometimes it takes too many to count. Sometimes you wanna give up, but keep marching, keep marching, keep marching till you hear the ground shake. Keep marching, today could be the day. Keep marching, God is gonna make a way. Like Jericho, 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 Jericho. Walls are gonna fall like Jericho, 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 Jericho. Tumbling, crumbling like Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Walls are gonna fall like Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Tumbling, crumbling. When fear and trouble surround, yeah, God's gonna bring them down like Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Walls are gonna fall like Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Walls are gonna fall like Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Walls are gonna fall like.
Well, that's Joseph Habedank with Jericho. We have a special guest in the studio right now with me right here, and it's Mr. Carson Wade. Carson, when you got here, you had a little list of songs that you wanted us to play today, and you had a few things to say about it. What's the next song on your list?
Keep on keeping on. I'm here to tell you. Keep on keeping on. God will make you strong. And don't forget, let's take one more step. Rise up in faith. Take one more step. I'm here to tell you. Keep on keeping on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what else is there really to say after that? There really are no words. Carson, that was outstanding. Do you really love this song right here, Keep On Keeping On?
Hey, can I go tell Tate something?
Carson needs to go tell Tate something, ladies and gentlemen, so he is departing for just a few minutes. You can go tell Tate something. And we will listen to this song right here that Carson loves so much. Here's Keep On Keeping On. They won't sing it like Carson did, but they'll give it their best shot. Here's Ernie Haas's signature sound, Keep On Keeping On.
These are some hard days. We've had some heartache, more than enough. Long are these cold nights. Feels like there's no light. And fear says give up. But I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. I'm here to tell you, God will make you strong. If all you've got left is just one more breath, rise up in faith, take one more step. I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. God can be trusted, and there is nothing that takes him by surprise. You aren't forsaken, so don't be shaken. Just lift up your eyes. I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. I'm here to tell you, God will make you strong. If all you've got left is just one more breath, rise up in faith, take one more step. I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. These temporary, momentary troubles will fade one day, but God is working. Eternal glory, we'll know it when we see his face.
I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. I'm here to tell you, God will make you strong. If all you've got left, just one more breath, rise up in faith, take one more step. I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. I'm here to tell you, keep on keeping on. You gotta keep on.
Carson, they did almost as well as you did when you sang it. There's that song that we love, Keep On Keeping On. Let's talk about one more song before you have to leave this morning. I want to know, Carson, who your favorite group is. Out of all the groups that we play on the morning show, who is your absolute favorite?
Southbound.
You love Southbound? We had Southbound to come to Salem this year, didn't we? Did you get to meet those guys?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You got to eat with them and talk with them and do a lot, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all become very good friends?
We became the best friends.
Y'all became best friends. So you and Clint Brown and Seth Elby, Jody Brazelton, all those guys, y'all are really tight. Y'all are best friends, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They've got a song out that I know that you love. Can you tell us what song by Southbound, your favorite group, that you like?
He's got a way of making.
He's got a way of making what, Carson?
Booze and Buccaneers.
You do know this song. You want to sing a little bit of it? That is how it starts. Let's sing a little bit together. He's got a way
of making.
Keep going.
Changes openness. As you feel like giving up. And the world will only work. Just remember that at the end of the day, he's got a way of making changes openness. If you feel like giving up, and the road will only work. Just remember that at the end of the day, he's got a way of making.
Well, Carson, let's talk about this. That song right there is fantastic. And I think you sing it with such expression and such heart. I believe that Clint and Seth and Jody would all be so proud of you singing that song, He's Got a Way. And let me say this, my friend. Nobody can say you don't listen to the morning show because you really know these songs, don't you? You listen to these songs. You have learned these songs. You've got it.
I got it.
You got it, buddy. You do. You want to introduce this one by Southbound? Say, let everybody know here's Southbound with He's Got a Way. You say it.
He's southbound without a way.
There you go. Here they are.
Like hope is gone, friends can't be found, and you're standing there alone. You say I'm at the end of my road. Just hold on tight, there's something you should know. He's got a way of making beauty from brokenness. He's got a way of breaking chains of hopelessness. When you feel like giving up, 'cause the road you're on is rough, just remember at the end of the day, he's got a way. So don't ever quit, just hold on to faith. I promise it won't be more than you can take. I can't count the days he has brought me through.
Carson, I want to thank you for spending these few minutes with us on the morning show. I know you had to get up awful early to get out here and get awake and get ready for this. I want you to know how much it means to us, me and all of the listeners out there. You have made our morning special. Who do you want to send out a good morning to while you're here on the morning show? I'm going to give you a little time to talk.
Awa.
Awa, that's my sister Nicole. Awa is listening to you right now. We're sending out a good morning. Who else can you think about?
Mama.
Mama, keep going.
My daddy, Clayton, and my sister, Carrie.
Well, that's a good group right there. I want you to promise me that you're going to come back here to the morning show very soon and be with us again because you've made the morning an awful lot of fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else you want to say?
No, ma'am.
That's it? All right, well, you be thinking of some other good songs, and when you come back, we'll talk about them, okay? We enjoyed it, Carson.
I'll be back.
All right, that's a deal. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
I'm Carson Smith.
And you're listening to
The Morning Show with Natalie.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, this little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine.
oh, this little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine.
yeah, this little light of mine. Shine, let it shine, let it shine.
No, don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. No, don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. No, don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Let it shine till Jesus comes.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, let it shine till Jesus comes.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, let it shine till Jesus comes.
Oh, I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
You're listening to The Morning Show. And now it's time for Your Pastor's Perspective, brought to you today by Dr. Robin Brumfeld with Trustworth Living Ministries at robinbrumfield.com. And now here's Dr. Robin.
Have you ever wondered why some things that you just don't seem to get? You think about that you should have them, and you wonder why the Lord hasn't given those things to you. Well, He tells us exactly why we don't have certain things in our lives. In John 14:14, it says, "If you ask me anything in my name, I will do it." Well, of course, the first thing that we notice is we've got to ask. We got to ask the Lord Jesus to answer our request and to give us the things that we desire to do in our lives. So we have to ask, but it says beside that, if you ask me anything, isn't that amazing? Not just a few things, but anything whatsoever, you ask that. And then He says, in my name. In other words, if we ask according to God's will for our lives, that we would do that. He will do that. He will give us what we need, what we want. And He says, I will do it. I will give you the request that you so desperately want. So, to get the things that we would like to have, we need to ask the Lord to give us those things according to His will. I'm Robin Brumfeld with your pastor's perspective.
He was preaching to a multitude in Galilee. 5,000 men were gathered with their families. They were hungry, it was late. Lord, just send them all away. The disciples said, there's nothing here to eat. Then they said, Lord, here's a basket given by a lad. 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish is all he has. Jesus blessed the fish and bread, and the multitude was fed. And they gave him back 12 baskets that were left. It don't have to be a lot, all he wants is what you got. And he already knows just what you need. He can make it what you can't if you put it in his hands with the faith of a little mustard seed. Just give him what you got and believe. Give him what you got and believe. Jesus went to Cana to a wedding with his men. The wine's already gone, his mother said to him. To the servant she said, you must do whatever he says do. Go fill 6 pots with water to the brim. He said, take a portion to the master of the feast. The master called the bridegroom in disbelief. He said, I just have to ask why you saved the best for last, and the glory of his miracles be declared. It don't have to be a lot, all he wants is what you got, and he already knows just what you need. He can make it what you can't if you put it in his hands with the faith of a little mustard seed. Just give him what you've got and believe. Give him what you've got and believe.
Our featured artist of the week. We always have an interview with our featured artist on Friday morning, and I missed that. I was out of town on that Friday, and I just could not let that go without making it up because we love the Browns here on the morning show, and today we are getting that fixed. So here we've got the Browns. We are delighted to have Michaela of the Browns right here on the morning show. Michaela, are you with us?
I am here. Yes, thanks so much for having me.
Well, this is a huge treat for us. We are so excited about it. I want to start out by saying this. A lot of groups claim to have the title of family group, but they're not all true family groups that say that. But when you talk about the Browns, well, it really is a family affair. You guys have been doing this, well, for well over 20 years now. You started there locally in Iowa, and now you have taken this nation by storm, and rightfully so. From what I've seen and heard, being a part of the Browns concert is more than just attending a concert. It's an experience from beginning to end. And I have not seen the Browns in concert live yet, but I intend to do that very soon. You're not only amazing singers, but you are virtuosos on your instruments, and you are showmen on stage. I know you're a major part of the Americana Theater in Branson, Missouri, and the Dollywood theme park as well. Not to mention you're very active on the Royal Caribbean and the Carnival cruises that are so popular among gospel music lovers. And we just want to hear all about it. We've talked a little bit about it on the show. They've heard from me, but I want them to hear it from you. I want to know all about that beautiful theater and everything that you have created there in your hometown of Lamars, Iowa. I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let you, Michaela, tell us all about the Browns and what you've got going on there in Iowa.
All right. Well, yeah, you covered a lot. It makes me tired just thinking about all I do.
Well, you guys have been busy.
I know we have. But man, have we loved every minute of this journey. And like you said, yes, we started over 20 years ago, 22 years now, as a family in our local area. So the Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota area, northwest. And we have just loved every minute. And then, of course, as we kept singing, God just kept opening our doors to our ministry. And now, yes, we travel nationwide and even have done some overseas tours and have just loved sharing the song that God has placed in our hearts these past 22 years. And, of course, doing it as a family, which is a huge blessing in itself. We're each other's best friends, and we just love making music and doing life together. But, yes, you mentioned the theater. It was about 7 years ago now. We're just coming up. Actually, funny you mentioned that. We're just coming up on our 8th anniversary that we bought that building downtown in just a couple days here. So 8 years ago, we bought a building in our downtown of Lamars, Iowa, which is the ice cream capital of the world, home of Wells Blue Bunny.
Wow.
And it's the ice cream capital of the world because more ice cream is made in our hometown than in any other town in the world. So We're pretty proud of that, and we do love our ice cream there. But yes, so we kind of had the itch. You mentioned Branson. We had that itch when we did a show years ago that we just love the theater setting. We love, having just everything in one place and then just being able to stay a little closer to home. So we did buy that building, and then we renovated it into a state-of-the-art music theater. And then over the years, we have added a beautiful gift shop and chocolate shop next door. And then across the street, we have an event center where we serve home-cooked Iowa cooking buffet meals before our shows. And then we also have a boutique hotel. And our newest venture, it was one of mine, we also are expanding the inn, our boutique hotel, and then on the lower level, we have a cooking stage because I also love to cook and have several cookbooks. So we're just, keep adding things there, Lamar's. But we do a variety of shows throughout the year, kind of a themed shows, if you will, and we just absolutely love doing those there. And of course, we still love touring and making music. We just are recording some new songs for a new album. But of course, today we're talking about songs that we already have recorded, and yes, we love those. So.
Michaela, I don't know how you find time to do all of those things. I mean, so not only when you come to the theater are you getting the best gospel music that you will maybe ever hear when you hear the Browns, but you're getting all of those other things. And I already thought I wanted to come, but never been to Iowa. I already thought I wanted to come up there and experience, but now after you explain it like that and tell all that there is, now I know I have to come to Lamars, Iowa, get some ice cream, visit the boutique, stay at the inn there, eat and experience the Browns. I've got to have the whole package. So
there you go.
I'm going to come up.
All right. I'm going to hope you do that.
I'm excited about it. Hey, we may bring some people from the morning show. Who knows? But that's a lot. I mean, that's not just making a career as a musician. That's a pretty big deal. And I'm sure it takes a team to make all of that happen.
Yes, it does. Obviously, yes, we do it as a family. So we each kind of have our areas of expertise. And so it just seems to work really well. But we do stay busy and we all love being creative. So there's that aspect too, not only, with the music side and writing music and, playing the instruments, but then when we started doing these renovations and restoring buildings and, opening more businesses, it really is we're able to tap into that creativity. And so that's been really fun too, to see that grow.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's exquisite because from what I have gathered about the Browns, you don't do anything halfway. If you do it, you go all the way with it, and it's going to be phenomenal if the Browns have anything to do with it. You mentioned that project, Brave. Can we stop right now and play that song, the title cut off of the latest project? I think there's another one in the making, but right now, Brave is the latest project that the Browns have out. It is a fantastic project. We'll talk a little bit more about that soon. But Brave is the title cut, and I'd love to play that right now. Here they are, our featured artist from a couple of weeks ago, but we've got them here on the show today. Here's the Browns with Brave.
We need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave. These are the words that the Savior left us. Take the gospel as you go. Make disciples, baptize them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. We need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave, we need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave. These are the days for the church to rise up with our weapons in our hands. Take the sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith, and the power of God. We take a stand. We need to be brave. We need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave. We need to be brave. We need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave. Don't back down, don't give up. Make the message loud and clear. God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. Don't back down, don't give up. Make the message loud and clear. God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. We need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave, we need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave, we need to be brave, we need to be bold. We can't stop until the world is told. Though we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave, we might get weak, our God is strong and can save. We need to be brave.
There's that fantastic song. We love it here. Michaela, you mentioned Lamar's being the ice cream capital of the world without sounding cheesy, and maybe there's no way to do it without sounding cheesy and without trying to sound like I'm interviewing the President of the United States. Would you mind telling us your favorite ice cream flavor? If you're from the ice cream capital, you must know a lot about ice cream.
I do, yes. And we have a beautiful big ice cream parlor, the Wells Visitor Center and Ice Cream Parlor, literally a block down the street from our theater. So needless to say, I get my share of ice cream, and I try to get a different flavor every time I visit. So, you know, I just try them all. But my favorite would probably be like either a strawberry cheesecake or mint chocolate chip. I love a good mint chocolate chip.
Well, I don't know how you keep that figure that you've got tasting all that ice cream, because I probably couldn't do that. I'd have to stay away from the ice cream. But you look phenomenal. So as long as you can do it, girl, you keep eating that ice cream, because you're looking great. Well, let's keep going. You guys are over there on the Stowtown label with all of that amazing talent. And you work arguably with the most acclaimed and sought-after producer in all of Southern gospel music, and that would be Wayne Hahn. Michaela, I'd love to know what it's like to work with Wayne Hahn and the Giants over there at Stowtown. Tell me about being on that record label.
Well, it is a great team. I will say that right off the bat. So we were honored years ago when they were just starting the label. I think we were the second group, and we had approached Wayne about recording with him, and he said, "Hey, I'm starting this label," you know, and then him and Ernie approached us about joining it, and we were thrilled. One thing working with, Ernie too, you know, and I mentioned that creativity, how we all, the Browns, we have some crazy ideas. And we love just trying new things. And when we started working with Wayne, you know, he was right on board with that. And he is, yes, just a musical genius and has his own creative ideas. So it's so much fun to be able to, you know, work with someone and just watch him firsthand how he is able to take ideas and add his own and just make the Brown sound, make what we have produced over these past, 5-6 years that we've been with Stowtown now. And then of course, Ernie, being the other label owner, he has just been phenomenal too. Just such a big encouragement. Even before he's had a label, he's been one of our biggest encouragers as young artists coming up in the Southern gospel music industry. So we're just really thrilled to be with that great team at Stowtown.
Yeah, and you know, Michaela, let's throw this in because I should have said this right off the bat, and I didn't. We didn't introduce the family. We didn't tell who the members of the Browns are. I should have done that right at the beginning, and I didn't. So can we take 1 second? Tell us who the members of the Browns are. We know you. We've got Michaela. Tell us who else is on stage with the Browns or who is involved in the family group of the Browns.
Sure, absolutely. So it all starts with Mom. She is the musical genius in our group, and she's been singing her whole life, taught us kids to sing, of course, and encouraged us in our music. And so her name is Shelly, and then 3 of us kids are on stage singing with her. So myself and then my 2 younger brothers, Adam and Andrew. So there's the 4 of us that are on stage.
Because they look so much alike. Are they twins?
No, they're not. They're actually 6 years apart. So Adam and I are just 2 years, and then Andrew came along 6 years later. So,
wow.
But yeah, they do. The older Andrew gets now, yeah, they really do look a lot alike, and a lot of people confuse them for each other. So yeah,
I can see that. Looking at their picture, I really don't know which one is which, you know, to be honest with you, and I just assumed that they were twins. They really do favor an awful lot.
Yeah, they do.
Well, this is one of my favorite songs by the Browns. You have so many good ones. It's impossible to pick a favorite, but I love this one right here. I don't think it's on that latest project, Brave. I think you have to go back another project, but it's still a great song. You can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I love this one called Passing It On. It's not on Brave, is it?
Actually, I think it is. Yes, it is.
On Brave. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know the last 2 projects you've done have been really, really good and had some great, great songs on it. And I was thinking it went back one more. Okay, so this one is on that latest project, too. We love this one on the morning show. We play it an awful lot. Let's take a break. Let's play this one by the Browns. Here's Passing It On.
Passing it on, giving it back. Living a life of blessing on the fast track. Everything I have is borrowed, on loan from the Father above. Why should I worry about tomorrow if I'm doing what I can to show love? Passing it on. Passing it on. There's so much life has afforded me. A comfy house and my family. How could I be troubled or complain? With so much I am thankful for, God's blessing me with even more. So with everything heaven sends my way, passing it on, giving it back, living a life of blessing on the fast track. Everything I have is borrowed, on loan from the Father above. Why should I worry about tomorrow if I'm doing what I can to show love? Passing it on, passing it on. I get so lost in my comfort zone, but no one's living this life alone. We all need each other now and then. could be up to me and you to see just how much we can do if we learn to make the world our friend. Passing it on, giving it back, living a life of blessing on the fast track. Everything I have is borrowed on loan from the Father above. Why should I worry about tomorrow if I'm doing what I can to show love? Passing it on. Passing it on. Passing it on, giving it back, living a life of blessing on the fast track. Everything I have is borrowed on loan from the Father above. Why should I worry about tomorrow if I'm doing what I can to show love? Passing it on. Passing it on. Passing it on.
There's Passing It On by the Browns. We have Michaela with us right here on the morning show. I want to say this about the Browns. You guys know how to take a traditional classic and make it brand new, better than anybody I know. You just have a knack for that, and you've done it over and over. But this latest time is probably my favorite classic that you've ever done. This one has done extremely well for the Browns. It's the Andre Crouch song that we all known and loved for a long time, Take Me Back. Until you guys released this not too long ago, I honestly can't remember the last time I heard it. I'd love to know what made you pick this Andre Crouch song, Take Me Back, because you guys just nailed this.
Well, I'm glad you asked because this is a great story. So back in 2018, I think it was, 18 or 19, we did our first Norwegian tour, actually Norway and Sweden. So we're going to do 10 concerts over there, and a couple of them were big festivals. So there was a lot of, local groups from those countries there. And then they did kind of like a what you call a Gaither style thing where they had all the artists up on stage and they had a live band, and they just loved Andre Crouch songs over there. And we would sing that Take Me Back and a few other of his songs. And, yes, we knew some Andre Crouch music, but we didn't, it wasn't really on our radar a whole lot. But we were, in essence, reintroduced to some of his music. And so on these festivals, of course, they were just so cool with the live bands. And so we were singing Take Me Back. And so when we came back to the States, we were talking about our new album. We were like, we have to do that Take Me Back. And oh man, yeah, we have just really loved doing it. And you're right, it hasn't been recorded for some time. So people have just really loved hearing that rendition of that song that they have sung in years past.
Well, on behalf of the whole audience of Southern Gospel Music, I want to thank you for bringing this song back to our recollection so we can enjoy it again. My choir at Salem Baptist Church, where I go to church and direct the choir, we actually sang this Sunday and enjoyed it and just had a good time, used your track there, and we just had a good time singing it. So you guys nailed this, and I appreciate you bringing this song back. Let's play it right now on the morning show. It's been a big hit for the Browns, and I don't believe anybody else could have done this song any more justice. Here's the Andre Crouch song by the Browns. Here's Take Me Back.
Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Take me back, dear Lord, where I first believed. Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Take me Still I hear you calling me. Those simple things that I once knew, their memories are drawing me.
I must confess, Lord, I have been blessed, but yet my soul's not satisfied. Renew my faith, restore my joy, and dry my weeping eyes.
Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Take me back, dear Lord, where I first believed. I tried so hard to make it all alone. I need your help just to make it home. Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Take me back, dear Lord, where I first believed. Take me back, dear Lord, to the place where I first received you. Take me back, dear Lord, where I first believed. Where I first believed. Where I first
Well, we'll come back with one more little segment if Michaela has just a couple of more minutes to spare with the morning show. I want our last segment to be about your latest single because it's just fascinating. We play it pretty much every morning, every show that we have gotten where we play this song, and I can't get enough of this tune. Michaela, it's simply nostalgic. That's what it is. It takes me to a genuine happy place every time I hear it. I said you guys have a knack of taking the older tunes and bringing them back to life, and you've done it again with this tune. When I hear it, I'm not sure if I want to close my eyes and imagine myself in 1913 when it was written, or if I want to stand up and dance a little bit to the track. Either one would be appropriate. You know, you took a chance when you did this one right here the way you did it, and you won. I truly look forward to every time I get to play it and every time that I listen to it. I want to know how your audiences respond to this song, Brighten the Corner Where You Are. You had to go way back to get this one.
We did, yes. So this one is kind of an interesting story as well. In 2020, Mom was doing some research on some songs, specifically one church in the Wildwood, which is the Little Brown Church in the Vale, which is in Iowa, our home state of Iowa. So she was doing some research on it, which turned into an entire 2-hour musical show and production that we do in the theater called Oh My Iowa, and we actually did an album with it as well. So it's all songs, stories, songwriters, people from, born in, all people pertaining to Iowa. And so this song actually has ties to the Little Brown Church. There is an old evangelist by the name of Billy Sunday, and he was born in Iowa. And he was at the Little Brown Church doing crusades, and then he picked this song as his theme song for his crusades. But actually, the writer is named Charles Gabriel, and he is also a native of Iowa. So Charles Gabriel wrote the song. Billy Sunday, it was his theme song in his crusades all over the nation, yes, back in the early 1900s, and is really how that song became popular. And so obviously it was a perfect fit for our family to do because we are from Iowa and just have those ties. But then, yeah, what a great message for this day and age we're living in. Like it doesn't take much. Like we all are called to our specific area, our families, our neighborhoods, our churches, and we can brighten that little corner where we're at. So just such a fitting song. And yes, I just love tapping along. I love singing it even more than listening to it. So it's a great song to sing.
Michaela, we can hear that. When we hear the single, when we hear the recording of it, we can hear how much you like to sing it. And it literally makes us smile. And when I hear the song and I hear you sing it, it makes me check myself. I mean, every day when I hear this and it's playing, it makes me go, it makes me reevaluate myself and think, how am I presenting myself? Because when we walk into a room, we either do brighten it or we bring a little bit of gloom, and we kind of choose which one that we bring. We darken it or we brighten it. And every time I hear it, it makes me think about that and kind of recheck myself a little bit. So this song is truly a Browns kind of song. No one could have done it any better than you could have done it. It's so much fun. It's a favorite here on the morning show. Here it is. Michaela, Adam, Andrew, Shelley, all of them. A terrific. I won't allow to cover everything about the Browns because there's so much. I will throw this out there for our listening audience. I've mentioned it before, but the Browns have an incredibly fun little show that's out on YouTube. It's called Hometown with the Browns. There are several episodes out there. I've watched a couple of those. They are extremely entertaining, so much fun. So we'd love for the people to go out there and watch that. If you're interested in getting to know the Browns, you've got lots of opportunities out there to get to know the Browns. Michaela, I'll just mention this. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but how did the show come about?
Well, the show came about, it's been in the works for years, actually, even before we opened the theater. You know, we do, I don't think I even mentioned this, but we originally were a farm family. We live on a century farm that's been in our family for over 125 years. So our dad and then my youngest brother, Andrew, he's a fifth generation farmer, so they still actively farm. So we have the farming, we do construction work, we have the music. My cooking stuff, and everyone said, you guys need to do a TV show. You need to do a TV show. We've been hearing that for years. And so it's always been in the back of our heads, but we kind of thought this year that, yes, now was the right time to start, showing people these buildings and the construction projects that we've been doing. I do a cooking segment on everyone. We go show people the farm. It's been in the works for a long time, but we've been having so much fun putting those episodes together. They each have a theme, which is a song. So there's going to be some music in each one as well. And then, we showed you a little bit of our life behind the scenes here in Iowa. So, and a new episode is coming out either tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be airing. So episode 8.
Perfect time. Yeah. You really need to go out there and watch them. They are incredibly fun. They're fascinating. They are worth your time to watch them. You get to know the Browns. Michaela, I want to ask this, and I guess I'm going out on a limb to do this live on this interview because I may not be correct, but I'm going to ask you anyway. My first connection and my first remembrance of the Browns is several years ago. I'm thinking 12 or 14 years ago, maybe further than that. And I may be wrong. You may not be the same Browns, but I'm going to ask anyway. Many years ago, I had a solo project, and I had some songs I wrote on there. And it was the Browns. The group was called the Browns. It was two young guys, but it was two girls. It was not just one. It was two girls, and I believe the mother was on the album of the CD. And they recorded a couple of my songs. It was one was called Out of This World, and one was called Surrender. Now, we got to go back a long way, and you may not be the same group because, like I said, it was there was a few
I'm out of this world. Yep. Never a good die, never a goodbye, never a bad day. Yep.
I've been trying to figure that out because I can't go back and find it anymore.
Yes. So, yes, that was us. Our older sister, we have an older sister, Jessica, who has not been singing with us for like 12 years.
Okay.
So sometimes
about that long. Yeah.
Yep. And so, in fact, she was the one who sang the solo on that song, Out of This World. So, and that was the last album she was on before she got married, and now she lives in Alabama and sings with her church, has 2 beautiful children and one on the way. So, yep, that was us.
Well, that's just fun to have that connection with you guys. And when I look, back over my life, that was the first time that one of my songs was played on the Gospel Greats with Paul Hall. You guys were the featured artist, and that song, he featured that CD, and that happened to be one of the songs he played. And so Paul Hall was kind enough to send me a copy of the show, because it was special the first time.
Oh, sure.
So anyway, the Browns are kind of special to me because I remember that special memory. And y'all were one of the first groups to ever record one of my songs. So anyway, even though we've never met before officially, we do kind of have that connection, and I appreciate that. They've always been special to me. So that's just a whole lot of fun. So I want to just thank you, Michaela, for taking the time to be on the show today. We featured you a couple of weeks ago all week long. We're huge fans of the Browns. You've got a permanent place here on the morning show, and you have a friend right here in Mississippi on the morning show. All of the Browns do. Don't forget that.
All right. Well, we really appreciate it. That's so sweet. So good to hear those encouraging words. So
Well,
and so from so far away, that's what I love the most.
We are a long way away, but it'll make a fun road trip when we all come to Iowa, meet the Browns, experience you at the theater, stay at the inn. It'll be a fun trip. We're going to do that down the road, I promise.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you for being on the morning show. We're going to end out with just a fun one that we play a lot called All God's Creatures Got a Place in the Choir. Thanks, Michaela. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. Top with the little birds singing and the melodies and the high notes ringing and the hoot owl cries over everything and the blackbird disagrees. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day, and the little duck quacks and is on his way, and the otter hasn't got much to say, and the porcupine talks to himself. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. The dogs and the cats, they take up the middle, while the honeybee hums and the cricket fiddles. The donkey brays and the pony neighs and the old gray badger sighs. Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks and the hippopotamus moans and groans with the big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. It's a simple song, a little song everywhere, by the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear, the dopey alligator and the hog above, the sly old weasel and the turtle dove. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire.
angels or anything they got. Now all God's creatures got a place in the choir.
Hey y'all, it's Randy Lewis, tenor singer with Justified Quartet. Now I know you're used to hearing me say, you're listening to the morning show. Well, not this time. This time I want to invite you to Salem Baptist Church right here in Lake Mississippi to hear us, Justified, Sunday night at 6 p.m. Tell all your friends. We might even have a surprise for you. Tell them what they've won, Johnny. You might win a free CD, so come on out. Justified, Salem Baptist Church, Sunday night at 6. We'll see you there.
It's a city called Homeland. I can hear you calling me, oh my homeland. Oh, how sweet it's gonna be just to see you and to stand upon your shore and know I'll live there forevermore. You beckon to my loved ones and how my tears did flow. And though I tried, I could not hide how it hurt to see them go. But now I know they left this world and moved to a better place. And someday soon you'll call me too, and I will see them face to face. It's a city called Homeland. I can hear you calling me, oh my homeland. Oh, how sweet it's gonna be just to see you and to stand upon your shore and know I'll live there forevermore. This whole world is a battlefield and I'm tired of fighting here below. Heaven waits for the pure and faithful. Oh, how I long to go. I could leave it all without a backward glance, settle down in a mansion grand, and there I'll be for eternity in a city built by God's hand. It's a city called Homeland. I can hear you calling me, oh my homeland. Oh, how sweet it's gonna be just to see you and to stand upon your shore and know I'll live there forevermore. It's a city called Homeland. I can hear you calling me, oh my homeland. Oh, how sweet it's gonna be just to see you and to stand upon your shore and know I'll live there forevermore. Just to see you and to stand upon your shore and know I'll live there forevermore, forevermore. It's a city called
You might be that voice in the choir on Sunday morning, or be a welcome smile for that new face in the crowd, or be that silent prayer for somebody who's in need. God'll move a mountain, and we can be the seed. Oh, save people, served people get saved. An act of kindness can shake the blindness standing in their way. Sometimes the best witness is what you do, not what you say. Oh, save people, served people get saved. They get saved. full of lonely, broken hearts on every corner. But we can be a light to the lost and show them love. You might know the Bible quote, the hows and whens and wheres, but some people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Oh, save people, served people get saved. An act of kindness can shake the blindness standing in their way. Sometimes the best witness is what you do, not what you say. Oh, save people, served people get saved. They get saved. It's in the way you talk. Hallelujah, saved. It's in the way you live. It's in the way you give. Hallelujah, saved. It's in the way you walk. It's in the way you talk. Hallelujah, saved. It's in the way you live. It's in the way you give. Hallelujah, saved. Oh, save people, served people get saved. An act of kindness can shake the blindest standing in their way. Sometimes the best witness is what you do, not what you say. Oh, save people, served people get saved. They get saved. It's in the way you talk, it's in the way you live, it's in the way you give. They get saved. It's in the way you talk, it's in the way you live, it's in the way you give. They get saved. It's in the way you talk, it's in the way you live, it's in the way you give. They get saved. It's in the way you talk, it's in the way you live, it's in the way you give. They get saved.
We're here to let the world know God's got a song, and it is the song of salvation through Jesus Christ and Him alone. And we will sing this song, and we will play this song as long as we have breath in these bodies. And then the Lord will give us a new song, a song that only the redeemed can sing, and we will sing that song through all of eternity. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons, and you are listening to The Morning Show.
Well, I'm not giving up. No, I'm not turning round. By the grace of God, I'll wear a shining crown. Someday, well, I'll keep holding on to that nail-scarred hand. I'm not giving up. No, I'll keep going on. I've been walking through the valley, through this veil of tears. At times I've even questioned, even if my Lord was near. Many times that old tempter, he says, why not turn around? You can't get any farther because you're just losing ground. Oh, but I'm not giving up. Oh, I'm not turning round. By the grace of God, I'll wear a shining crown. Someday, well, I'll keep holding on to that nail-scarred hand. I'm not giving up. No, I'll keep going on. Would you mind to tell me there's been something bothering me? Why is it that old devil, he just won't let God's children be? See, he has purposed and determined to get right in the way and turn us from the way of life and lead our souls astray. No, but I'm not giving up.
Well, that's Goal City. I'm not giving up. What a great Friday morning that we have had. A special thanks to Carson Wade Smith, spending a little time on the morning show. He made the day so much fun. And Michaela Brown of the Browns for visiting on the morning show. It just doesn't get much better than that. I know we've already played the Justified Quartet one time today. I'm aware of that. But they're coming to Mississippi all the way from Michigan. They'll be here Sunday night, Salem Baptist Church, 6 o'clock p.m., Lake Mississippi. I hope you're there. Have a good weekend.
If you're tired of the life you're living, if you're taking more than you've been giving, if your life seems a little more lonely every day, turn your back to the life you're leading. Turn your back to the voice you're heeding. Turn your eyes to the morning star who loves you for what you are. He's the only one who can show you a better way. Turn your back to the road that you're walking. Turn your back to your way of talking. Turn your back to the friends who just wanna bring you down. Turn your back, you will start believing. Turn your back, you will start receiving. Turn your eyes to the Lord above, and you'll soon find that perfect love. He's the only one who can turn your life around. If you searched all your life for something, and it seems that you have missed the one thing that can give you peace, comfort your troubled heart. Turn your back on your doubts and confusion. Turn your back on your disillusion. Turn your feet toward a brand new road. You'll find a friend to share your load. He's the only one who can give you a brand new start. Turn your back to the road that you're walking. Turn your back to your way of talking. Turn your back to the friends who just wanna bring you down. Turn your back, you will start believing. Turn your back, you will start receiving. Turn your eyes to the Lord above, and you'll soon find that perfect love. He's the only one who can turn your life around. Turn your eyes to the Lord above, and you'll soon find that perfect love. He's the only one who can turn your life around. Turn your back. Turn your back to the road you're walking. Turn your back to the way you're talking. Turn your back to the friends who just wanna bring you down. Well, turn your back, you will start believing. Turn your back, you will start receiving. Turn your eyes to the Lord above, and you'll soon find that perfect love. He's the only one who can turn your life around. Turn your eyes to the Lord above, and you'll soon find that perfect love. He's the only one who can turn your life around.
You've been listening to The Morning Show. with Natalie Duncan-Emmons. We're glad you joined us. We want to invite you back tomorrow when once again you'll hear some of the very best in gospel music and some of the finest in Christian entertainment. Will you join us tomorrow? Is it a date? We'll look for you then. God bless and goodbye, everybody.
I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home.
Well, it's been a long old journey. Sometimes my steps are slow. I've been a long time traveling, but I'm not discouraged though. 'Cause I'm on my way to glory land, in the right direction I know. I've got a long way to go, but I'm happy on my journey home.
I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home.
Now before you start your journey, make sure your flag's unfurled. Be ready to meet the Savior before you leave this world. No excuses are accepted when you stand before God's throne. You better fall on your knees in confession on your journey home.
I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home. I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day.
I wanna be
a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home. I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home. I wanna be a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna make a lot of progress on the King's highway. I wanna say a little, give a little, pray a little, live a little more like Jesus every day. I wanna tell of His love wherever I go. He's a friend of mine and I love Him so. Though the journey's hard, still I go on my journey home.
Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Steele with the Steels. Hey, have you played The Journey yet? Our brand new single from Stowtown Records.
I'm thankful for the journey. The journey got me here. The roads at once didn't make sense, now seem crystal clear. I know that faith is greater than doubt and love greater than fear. I'm thankful for the journey. The journey got me here. There were dark and narrow places where I crawled and where I climbed. I had to travel roads that were confusing at the time. There were nights my heart was breaking, and I thought I'd been forsaken. But I'm thankful for the journey. The journey got me here. The roads at once didn't make sense, now seem crystal clear. I know that faith is greater than doubt and love greater than fear. I'm thankful for the journey. The journey got me here. There are many in this moment who are walking through a fire, but let me offer hope because of
wisdom I've acquired, I can trust in where the road leads. Looking back